You and I spoke a month or two ago, and you said these will be a referendum on Mayor Adrian Perkins. They will all fail there, and therefore he will not run for re-election. Do you still feel that way?
Well, I don't know if it's a referendum, but it is saying a lot of things about his administration. Number one, I don't think the bond package is needed. Shreveport do right now have over $100 million in reserve. And next year, they're going to get another $48 million from the federal government. The infrastructure bill passed. There's a lot of money in the infrastructure bill that Shreveport will be able to get. And I still don't understand why they want to tax the people when we're trying to build up the economy in Shreveport.
What about police and fire? Can you show support for that one? Because that may not be coming with infrastructure money. Well,
let me say this to you. They're getting $48 million next year from the federal government that they can use for the police and fire. They can buy anything they like to buy as long as it's within the rules of the federal government. And they have money they can do that right now of the $48 million that they receive and the $24 million that they receive from the state. My belief is I support it. I always have supported it since I've been in Baton Rouge Police and Fire. But building a building is not going to make you safe at home. You need to get more policemen on the street. That's important. Building a building is not going to protect you at home. It's not going to stop people from shooting. You got to put more policemen out there on the streets and give them a better pay.
Would it be safe to say Greg Tarver is a no on all five?
Correct.
Have you already voted, or are you going on election day?
I've already voted, and I sent a ballot out against the bond issue.
How many people get your ballot now?
About 30,000.
Political theory for you. If Adrian Perkins came out this week, Monday, whenever, and said, you know what? We do have a lot of money coming from the feds. We have piles of money coming from the feds. I want you to vote no on all of these bond proposals except number one for police and fire. Obviously, it would shock you, I know. Could he make political points by doing that?
No. It's how he is running government in Shreveport, how he is ignoring the people needs of the city of Shreveport. Is the type of people that he's hiring is not competent enough to run the city of Shreveport. Shreveport is on autopilot. Right now, Shreveport is on autopilot. You don't have anyone with the experience of government. You need experience of government in government to run government.
Do you trust Adrian Perkins and his administration with $242 million in bond money?
No, I do not. They will spend it unwisely. They have monies right now that they can utilize to do something about the police, the fire, and also do something about these horrible streets that we have in the city.
You said in your opposition to Proposition 1, that's not going to make anybody safer, but I think everybody around town will admit that the SPD does need a new physical plant. How would you solve that problem?
Number one, I think the money is there right now. Number two, you need to find ways of getting more police on the streets and pay them better. Building a new building up there with not enough policemen on the street, not paying them better, is not going to do anything.
How close are you to making a decision about running for mayor? And if I would tell you between 1 to 10, 10 is you're running, 1 is, your wife said, no way in hell.
All that money is in Baton Rouge right now, coming from the federal government. I'm going to try to get some of that money for North Louisiana. I'm going to be a good senator right now. I'm going to try to get some of that money in Baton Rouge for North Louisiana, for LSU Med School. We're getting ready to build a new building at LSU Med School. I want to get money for a research building at LSU Med School and do some other things at Southern University up here and at LSU Shreveport up here.
You know I'm sneaky, so I'm going to throw one more at you.
Yeah, be careful, Greg. It's a minefield in here, buddy.
Does Shreveport need a new mayor?
Yes.